Monk Daniel. Today we will have the section beginning with the meditation talk and then followed by meditation section and then ends with the Q&A section. Without further ado, let's invite the teaching monk to on the camera and let's put our palms together and bow 3 times the teaching monk together. First bow, second bow, and third bow. May I invite the teaching monk to begin the section?
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, and not good night just yet. Please stay with me before going to sleep. I hope it's good to see you all again. You know, it's been I think last week was a couple weeks for seeing each other, so it's good to be back, and I hope everyone is still enjoying your Monday. See some familiar faces, usually the same group, and I hope everyone is enjoying their time every week and taking the time to meditate and look after yourself, especially today on Monday. Just to remind you, as we go into the second week of September already. It's very fast. I feel like it's just started, and it was just last week was the beginning of September, and now we're already halfway through September, and then before we know it, it's the end of the year. So time is going very quickly, and the thing that is very important is to look after your own mind, look after your own happiness within yourself. If you waste time, our time is so precious, but if you waste time being stressed, waste time being sad, waste time being in a negative mood, this is like the worst thing we can use our time on, is staying in a bad mood, staying in a sad mood. I really like the quote that if anything that costs you your inner peace is too expensive. So remind yourself that if something is really like making you feel bad, or someone's really making you feel bad, try to get out of that situation the best you can. And sometimes I know you can't get away from everything, so the only way you can really retreat to is inside. Retreat into your meditation, close your eyes, and my master likes to say that inside of us we have an inner refuge, like a bunker, a foxhole, a little safe fortress inside that you can retreat into. Go inside, and in there is like your little island of peace where you can separate yourself from everyone and everything for a moment. And hopefully you start to realize that as you meditate more and more. Oh, I have this island of peace inside of me. I don't need to get on a plane, I don't need to get on a boat, or I don't need any money to go there. I can just close my eyes and get to that island inside myself. And especially right now, I wanted to remind us that the most important thing is to be consistent. I know I say it often because you need to remind yourself often. Me too, I have to remind myself, you need to be consistent. And my master, my teaching monks, they also remind me every week the same thing. I have every Saturday, I have my own tutoring as well. And they always talk to me and say the same thing, like, oh, are you meditating enough? And sometimes I have the meditation time down. Like, okay, so obviously I'm a monk, so I have the time to meditate. But other than that, it's not just about the time, it's about the quality. The quality. So you can sit for an hour, but how many moments of that hour are you just sitting, or is your mind still? So this is a good question that I've also had to answer myself. Oh, in that 1 hour, was it an hour of stillness or 58 minutes of thinking and 2 minutes of stillness? So like, just something to check for yourself. It's okay if you do have a lot of moments of thinking and not that many moments of stillness, but we can work up to get more quantity over quality. But right now, first step is quantity. Get the quantity down, meditate consistently, and then we can work on the quality to make sure that, oh, I'm getting really good moments of stillness and calm, and collect those moments. And then even if we have a small time of quality, and then we do it often, right? Do it often. So it doesn't matter that, okay, maybe this session we didn't have that many minutes of stillness. That's okay. Just add it up. Try to get some more time into your schedule to do some brief meditations, add up that mindfulness, add up that stillness meter, so you get more stillness time, not just sitting time. You know, you can, it's like similar to you go to the gym and you just sit on your phone at the gym. You're in the gym, but nothing's happening. You're just sitting there. So have to be aware of that sometimes as well. If you find yourself, oh, why is my meditation not changing? It's something you have to look at yourself. Oh yeah, I am sitting, but I'm not really meditating. So just another thing to be aware of. But either way, I think first step is so proud to see that you're coming, even though maybe it's not always, you know, smooth the whole meditation, but that's okay. We will get smoother as we practice more and more. And I really like the idea that you have to get to the point of where you feel that meditation is something that is going to keep you healthy mentally. And it's very true in the sense with your body. And it's like the opposite of your body, in the sense that, okay, to keep your body healthy, it needs movement, right? You need to walk, you need to exercise, you need to move to keep yourself healthy physically, right? If you sit around all day, you don't exercise, eventually you're gonna get unhealthy. But in meditation, it's the opposite. Your mind heals when it's still. So just like, you know, nowadays we have the app to count your steps and all this, you know, calories and all that stuff. And some people have the goal, like, oh, I'm gonna walk a mile today, or a kilometer today, or I'm gonna walk 10,000 steps, you know, something like that. So they know, oh, I have a goal. I need to get 10,000 steps today, and that's my goal. At least I walk to keep myself healthy physically. I want you to also have the same idea, but I want you to get an hour of stillness a day. This may seem like, oh, high goal. But at least, okay, maybe change it from an hour of stillness, but an hour of meditation, an hour of sitting to meditate. Okay? So when you have that goal of 10,000 steps physically, that keeps you healthy. If you can get an hour of meditation a day and get those moments of stillness in that hour, that's going to keep your mind healthy. Same idea, just opposite. In meditation, we need to move, or sorry, in physical exercise, our body, we need to move to get better, to heal ourselves. And in meditation, it's the opposite. We need to slow down, calm down, stay still as much as we can. And that's how we're going to get physically healthy. Because the process of healing or getting healthy happens during that stillness. It's like when we work out and we move, we start to sweat, right? We start to sweat, and that starts to burn the fat away. It starts to burn and release the impurities that we may have collected in our body. It comes out in your sweat, right? We get it out of our body, so we physically feel better. We feel we have the dopamine, we have the endorphin coming, so we physically feel better. So same idea in meditation. When you get still, that's when we're like sweating. We're getting the negative thought out, we're getting the thinking out, we're getting all the toxic thing that you may have in your mind is gonna clear out. And the same idea, when you work out, your brain releases endorphin, releases the chemicals in your brain that make you feel happy, make you feel good, even though it was like a hard workout. But you notice that you feel better after, because chemically it's changing, your hormones are changing. In meditation is very similar. When your mind is still, your hormone and the chemical in your brain will release differently as well. And that's just the scientific part that you can measure. And as you meditate more and more, you'll start to see how is your mind healing, right? You can measure it by yourself. As you sit in the beginning, you can feel, oh, it's just neutral. I can sit, it's okay. The feeling's nothing special yet, but I can still sit. And as the time passes by, you may notice that feeling change. You don't have to believe me. Go look at your meditation later or during this session. Does that feeling change? From, oh, I can sit, to I want to sit. Where did the word want come from? Why did it change from I can sit to I want to sit? Something happened there. So the healing physically happens when you move, and the healing mentally happens when your mind is still. So right now, all we need to do is to collect those moments of stillness, and your mind is going to heal itself automatically. And you're going to feel better after the meditation, just like you had. But it's better than the workout in the sense that you don't, after you work out, you feel tired, and you may feel better, but you may feel sore, you may feel tired. But in meditation, the healing after the healing of the meditation, you may feel the opposite, right? Not only do you feel good, but hopefully you don't feel sore after your meditation. Because if you physically feel uncomfortable, it's okay to move, right? You don't have to sit tense and tight and feel like, in pain after the meditation. And you should feel refreshed and feel like, okay, right, I'm ready to go for the next session in the future. Hopefully you don't get sore, because then you're like, tomorrow I'm not going to meditate anymore. If you feel sore after the meditation, then that's a indicator that you try too hard. Sometimes people have it actually, it is an obstacle in some cases where people practice meditation very intensely to the point where they get a headache, or maybe they sit in a position that is in the beginning it's comfortable, or in some cases even in the beginning it's not comfortable, but they try to maintain that sitting position, and they just fight through the pain until the end of the session, and then when they get up, my back, my knee, I can't. Crawling from the meditation room. It shouldn't be that way. Meditation is not a battle physically. Okay, so if you feel uncomfortable, you can move mentally. We want to find that comfort and relaxation, and that comfort and that relaxation is going to bring you to that stillness that we're talking about, and everything else will happen naturally. The longer you stay still, is like the stillness time is like the sweat that is running out of your mind, and all the negativity is coming out, all the clutter in your mind is coming out, all the toxic stuff you may have collected throughout the day is going to start to go out automatically. And it's a special kind of inner peace sweat where you're not going to feel dirty after. You're going to feel like you took a shower. You're going to feel like you got cleaner. Physically when you sweat, you feel dirty. You get sticky and all that stuff. And but mentally, opposite. It's like a shower of getting cleaner, getting more refreshed. So yeah, I just wanted to emphasize that point. Just like physically, if you want to stay healthy, you have to move. Mentally, if you want to stay healthy, you have to give yourself some more time to be still. That's how we detox, right? You may notice if you ever gone on a retreat, or you went somewhere, or even on vacation, right? If you just put your phone away, you get away from all the media and everything, and just sit down at the beach for a couple of days, you feel mentally a lot different, right? So that's just like physically like distancing yourself from their phone and all these other things, and just like being alone at the beach. You didn't even meditate yet, but you already mentally feel different, right? So meditation is the other step of really because that example I just gave, some people, we go to the beach on vacation and your mind is still thinking about work, right? So meditation is like you can fully shut off and give you that time to rest and heal your mind. So let's take some time together and just remind yourself, as long as you feel calm, relaxed physically and mentally, that process of healing, that process of getting your mind healthier is happening every moment, every second. It's like you're working out. You're on the treadmill right now. You're walking right now. In the meditation, the walking is happening when you're being calm and still relaxed. So it's like if you have a timer, you have like your watch or whatever, you're checking your calories or distance walked. It's happening every moment you feel relaxed and still, physically and mentally. That's your progress. That's your calories that you're burning in your meditation. Okay, so every moment of relaxation, every moment that you feel still, you're improving. Okay. Even don't worry too much yet about the stillness. It will come naturally. If it's not long, that's okay. Just worry about how can I stay comfortable, relaxed, and physically and mentally, and the stillness will come. The stillness will come. Okay, so let's take some time to meditate together, and if we have any questions or want to share, we can continue after the meditation. So like always, just take a moment to adjust. Okay, so before we start our meditation, let's take a moment to not be in a rush. Even though we may be eager to start our meditation, remind ourselves that our meditation starts the moment we start to relax. So, as we take our time to adjust our body, as we take our time to find a comfortable position, actually our meditation has already begun. So there's no need to hurry, there's no need to rush. Take it easy and find that comfortable, perfect position for yourself. The word perfect position doesn't mean that you have to have the perfect posture. It means you have to find a position that feels comfortable and feels perfect for yourself. And once you found that perfect, comfortable, relaxing position, we can slowly and gently close our eyes, reminding ourselves that it's time for us to sit, to relax, and most importantly, to rest. It's time for us to rest our body and to truly rest our mind. The way to rest our mind begins by creating this foundation of relaxation with our body. So we can't skip this simple but crucial step, making sure that our body is comfortable, relaxed, the best we can. Just like any journey, we need to make sure that we're ready to take that journey. Take the time to make sure that our body is adjusted the best we can. Getting rid of any hidden tension by scanning from head to toe, relaxing and releasing all our muscles. And even though we may feel that every part is relaxed, take a few deep breaths all the way in and all the way out. Breathing in deeply and exhaling slowly a few times. Allowing our breath to massage, to ease, to soothe every part of our body. Bring our attention softly and gently on our breath, following it in and following it out. Following your breath as it brings in the relaxation, filling up our lungs and spreading the relaxation all over our body. Helping to relax our shoulders, our arms, our back, every single part of our body. As we exhale, allow all the tension, all the tightness to leave with your breath. Now we have this foundation of relaxation physically. We can build on that foundation by adjusting our mind. The way to adjust our mind is not to force it, but be gentle with it. We can't force our mind to be still right away, but we can start by gently reminding ourselves to bring our mind and our body together in this present moment. Because sometimes our body is here, feeling relaxed and comfortable, but our mind is somewhere else, traveling in the past or traveling to the future. So let us let go of everything, all people, places, possessions, and just bring your mind to where we feel comfortable in the present. Gradually allowing our mind to come back inside to that point of peace, that place of peace within us. We all have it. We can all go to it by using any method that helps us to stay mindful and comfortable. For some of us, that may be using the mantra, repeating in our mind consistently, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Repeating the mantra in our mind, allowing the sound to resonate as if that sound is coming from within us, from a place of positivity, calling out to our mind, helping it to let go gradually. And we can just keep repeating it until we feel that we no longer need it. Or for some of us, it may be easy, natural, to visualize an image of our choice. pick the image that you are familiar with. And even though it may not be clear, that's okay. We can imagine it however we like. We can imagine it wherever we like. Because the key point is it feels comfortable, natural, and we can stay with it consistently. Which in some cases the image will disappear, and that's okay. The moment we realize that the image is gone, just gradually bring it back again. Imagining the sun, the moon, a star, a crystal sphere. Usually we pick something that is round, something that's simple to imagine. Imagining it in a way where we can feel that image rather than see it. Try to feel the presence of the image. For example, the sun. Try to feel the warmth. Feel the brightness. If we place it within ourselves, we can feel the warmth radiating, glowing, shining. Or maybe we can visualize the crystal sphere, the moon, imagining it in a way that feels cool, like an ice cube. Like we swallowed an ice cube all the way down into our stomach. Feeling the cool moon inside, or the crystal sphere. This is how we should visualize. Using our mind, using our feeling, and not necessarily worrying about how clear the image is. The clarity will come on its own. But either way, whether we visualize, use the mantra, or even both, we have to do or use the method that we feel works for us. What is the right method for this moment? Follow what makes you feel comfortable, what feels natural, what feels easy. If it's easy, it will make us feel more relaxed. If it's relaxing, it will help our mind to become still. So follow and trust in how you feel. Your body and your mind will tell you. Because the meditation should feel relaxing, calming, comfortable for both our body and our mind. So as long as we pick the method that helps us to feel that way, helping us to feel more calm and gradually slowing our mind down, that's how we know we're practicing correctly. And in some cases, we will need to adjust. And that's okay. Every journey in life that we take, whether it's by walking, running, in a car, in a plane, in a boat, there's always a moment where we need to rest, to readjust. But when we are ready, when we took the time to rest and readjust, we can continue on our journey. And of course, we'll get to the destination. As long as we don't stop, as long as we don't stop trying, as long as we don't stop to continue, eventually we'll get to that destination. In meditation, it's the same. If we need to readjust, sometimes we need to open our eyes, to wake ourselves up, to let go of the thoughts. That's okay. Once you feel that you're ready to continue, we can close our eyes, we can adjust our body again, and we can continue. The key is to get back into balance. The sooner the better. So please don't hesitate. If you need to adjust, if you need to change positions, that's okay. Because we need to get back to the heart of meditation, of where we feel comfortable, relaxed, calm, of both body and mind. So the sooner we adjust to get that feeling again, the better. Because in the end, the meditation is just about following the comfort and being mindful of that comfort. So automatically we have both. We're mindful, we're comfortable, and that's all we need. So let's continue to meditate, continue to relax, and collect those moments of stillness together in silence for the rest of the time. Now that we have taken the time to collect these moments of stillness, we may notice that as our mind becomes more still and calm, we can feel that positivity within us. You feel more refreshed, more peaceful, more rested. So let's take a moment to expand that feeling, expanding it into our thoughts, into our wishes. Using this positivity of mind and sharing this positive feeling, using it, even if it's just a wish from the mind that is still as powerful. So take a moment to wish for yourself, for your family, your friends, sharing your positive feeling, whether it's by wishing for yourself, your family, your friends. And slowly expanding out, wishing for everyone in the world to be happy, to be healthy of both body and mind, to be free from any suffering, especially all over the world. Recently, with the earthquakes in Morocco and in any other place that may be suffering, may positivity go their way. Take a moment to dedicate and to wish, and then we can come back to feeling relaxed and still within ourselves for a moment, feeling the positivity from within you and from around you. เทพุทธาภลปัตตาปาเจกนังจยังพลังอรหันตานันเตเชระคังพันธามิสัพพโสสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสัทธาโสธีภวันตุเต By the positivity generated in this meditation, may that positivity bless our life in every way. And when we are ready, we may slowly, gently open our eyes. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a very good meditation, some moments of rest, some moments of stillness. And before we continue with the questions and sharing, let's take a moment to take a photo. So please pass the session back to Esther.
Thank you, Mark Daniel, for the beautiful section. Now we invite everyone of us to turn on the camera and share our lovely smile with the friends all over the world. Stay happy and cheese. And so many beautiful smiles. Thank you, everyone. We now return the mic back to Mark Daniel and continue our section. Thank you, Mark Daniel.
Okay, so one moment. Like always, if you could please tell me how you felt in the meditation from 1 to 5, or if you have any other number, you can also put that. And if you could also expand on how you felt today, that would be wonderful as well. Or if you have any questions about the topic today, or how can you keep healthy in your mind other than being still, right? Okay, so we have some, okay, from Jesse, 4, Sam, 3, Asa, 3, okay, sorry, Manish, 4, Shia, 1. Oh, okay, it's okay. At least you had some time to sit. It's already a good improvement. From Nolan, 3, Esther, 4.5, Lee Chu, 3, Peggy, 3.5, Adele, 4, Kunal. I improved from the previous sessions. Very good. Exactly. If we, keep consistent at it, it's gonna get easier. And if we take like a break from it, it's a kind of the same thing. If you stop to exercise for a long time and then you come back and you try to exercise and do the same thing, kind of the same idea. Your mind gets out of shape. So in meditation, we have to be consistent. That's why I always talk about it being the hardest step. But if we can come every Monday, every Thursday, and whether or not it's here, if you can put it in your routine to get that goal, an hour a day, keep that as a goal. From Fiona, 4, Lynn, 3, Mark, 3.5, Donna, 4. Wow, very good. Feeling light and bright. Very good. Right? As we meditate correctly, we should feel lighter, not just physically, but mentally, right? Because we're letting go. So it's like if you don't let go of things, you're carrying it around the whole time. Same idea physically when you carry something, even though it's a small thing, and especially if it's a big thing, the longer you carry it, the more tired you're gonna get. But the moment you put it down, you get relief, right? So the same idea in the meditation, if you can let go and put down what you're carrying, in your mind the whole time. You should feel lighter. You should feel more brighter because you're putting down what you've been carrying in your mind. So it's a good after effect that you can measure with yourself. Oh, do I feel lighter after the meditation, both physically and mentally? And it's a good thing you meditated correctly. So just good reminder to check with yourself. If I'm not here or any of the monks aren't here, a good way to check if you meditated successfully is how do you feel after? Take a moment to review yourself, especially if you have a meditation journal. I can't emphasize enough how much you should have one because meditation in the beginning is very intangible. Like you can't really see what you're doing, you don't really know what you're doing, but as you keep records of how you meditated, what happened, you start to change what's intangible to become tangible. And as you start to meditate more and more, you'll start to see that meditation is very tangible. Your mind is something that you can feel and see. Right now it's like, oh, it's so abstract. It can't really understand what's going on in there. But as you meditate more and more, it's not going to be that way. You learn more about how your mind works and what you're feeling, what's happening in there, right? So keep practicing. From Elsa, thank you. I am happy with these. Relax, very good. Always happy from Elsa. From Manish, how to balance spiritual life and office work. I have been stuck in my MBA degree, failed many times, and thesis remaining. Does meditation help to get out of this hardship? Please guide to solve easily and needed blessings. Oh, I hope if you keep meditating, I know you can do it. You can pass, I think we had, Vanessa's not here, but I think she can attest to, she passed her tests, and as we meditate more and more, that can also help to clear out your mind and make space in our mind to absorb new knowledge, which sometimes before that we kind of just want to cram knowledge into our brain and into our mind, and it's like a hard drive that is full. You want to download something, you want to install a new program, but there's no space left. So you need to uninstall some things, you need to make some space before you add something new. And as you meditate, that will happen naturally. And of course, office work and daily life, you can balance it, but you have to use your environment to remind you to look after your mind, which we need it in the beginning because we get distracted. We have so many things we have to do, right? So use your environment to remind you. So like if you're at work, try to put something on your desk or on your desktop, on your computer, that you see it and it reminds you, oh, did I meditate today? Or did I take some time to, I really like I saw some like offices in like Japan, they have like time to like stand, they have some time to sleep, they have time for like the physical part too in the office. So next step is some time mentally in the office as well. Like if you keep working, but your mind is stressed, maybe take a moment to take a deep breath and do a mini meditation in 5 minutes, right? And take a deep breath, just follow your breath for a couple of moments, use the mantra for a couple of moments. And just that can go a long way. Because it's the same idea as like if you kept your computer on all day, all week, all month, it's gonna burn up, it's gonna get hot. And if you ever notice, if you turn off your computer for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it already cools down pretty quickly. So same idea, your mind, give some time to turn it off. And use your environment to remind you. So maybe you can get for me, I have the picture of my meditation master as my wallpaper on my phone. So whenever I check my phone, I check my mind first. Or if I'm working on the computer or preparing a lesson or for something like that, I like to have something on my computer. Like for me, like you can have like the picture of the crystal. This is like the crystal ball expanding, but you can have any picture really, like of something to remind you that when you see that, oh, like the sun, the moon, whatever, you pick your own picture that you feel, oh, this is my picture that makes me feel good and makes me want to meditate. And just to remind you. And it'll be easier, especially in the office because you're sitting at your desk. So get something on your desk that you see it, it reminds you I need to meditate. Okay? So anyone else would like to share, then hopefully that helps. You got the idea, Manish? Okay. Okay. From Mark, thank you, Monk Daniel, for your guidance today. My meditation was very peaceful, although there were wandering thoughts, but that's okay. I have to leave a little earlier, so I'm in the middle of my working day, but so lovely to take some time with you and the Mind Stories team. See, same Mark is a good example that you can easily incorporate work or office life into your normal life, right? So I saw with Mark, he just mentioned in his comment, like he's at work, he's busy, but he took this time that we just meditated together to take a break and meditate first. And of course, he's gonna have some wandering thoughts because he's at work, so you can't just like switch modes right away. But it's okay to not like get frustrated with yourself and give yourself some time. Understand going into the meditation, if you're using your mind all day, don't expect yourself to get still right away. I know that's just like a simple mind shift, but it's very important mindset when you start your meditation. Because if you go into it thinking that, oh, the moment I close my eyes, everything's gonna be better, you already put this huge expectation on yourself, and you feel bad when it doesn't happen right away. But it's like boiling water. The moment you turn off the stove, the boiling water is not just gonna get cool right away, right? Give it some time, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, it's gonna get cooler. So just same idea. The wandering will get less and less as you give yourself some more time. So thank you, Mark, for sharing, even though you're gone now. Kind of connects with Manish's question about office. So yeah, you can use him as an example. From Esther, time passed very quickly for this session. Felt relaxed, peaceful, and bright. I felt happy and recharged after this session. The mood is much better, calm, and after a chaotic day. Thank you, Monk Daniel. Exactly. No matter how chaotic a day may be, but if you give yourself time to meditate, you can ease out that chaos and get back to the normal state of the mind. So thank you for sharing, Esther, and I hope everyone can see it's a good example as your day was chaotic today, but you can still get to that brightness and that peacefulness inside. Oh, from Fiona, my little dog survived surgery. Wow, congratulations. Good to hear. Like last time you were worried about your dog, right? So everything worked out. You know, it's very good when you're my master said, Lung Pu said that stop is the key to success. So take some time to stop our mind, rest our mind, keep our mind in a good place, positive state, and that can help a lot. It's something that is so simple, and it's even, if you practice it truly, it's gonna feel supernatural in the sense that, oh, why is everything working out so much better for me in my life? Maybe not, you may not see it yet, but like I give you the, how do you say, the experiment for yourself to go and see. If you meditate more, you give yourself some more time to still your mind often, how is it changing your life? Maybe you can't see it now, but I guarantee you if you look past from now until the past, like a month from now, you'll see, oh, I've come a long way, both mentally and in my life as well. So keep going. It's great news. Good question. What can I do to be serious in meditation and be positive? What small steps can I take towards it? is being peaceful and happy, are they the same or different? It's in meditation, it comes from, first you'll feel still usually, and from that stillness will arise happiness. So it should go hand in hand. When you feel peaceful in the beginning, as you stay with that peacefulness, the happiness, a different kind of happiness that you never felt before should start to arise. And it's something you have to feel for yourself, but it's kind of that process. You'll feel peaceful, and as your mind becomes peaceful, it's like a still lake, and then you can see and feel what's already in that lake. Now, going back about how can I be serious with meditation and being positive, the being positive thing will come naturally as we meditate more. So that's like a side effect that will happen. And so to be serious with the meditation really just comes down to the consistency, and make the goal to meditate an hour a day. Collect an hour a day. It doesn't mean, one session has to be an hour, but you can break it up. Break it up. In the morning, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, however long you have. And at nighttime, usually nighttime can be your long session, right? Because you can take a shower, you can get ready, go to bed, get into your bed, and sit in your bed until you feel like you want to go to sleep. So that can be like 30 minutes. I guarantee you, if you sit to meditate before going to sleep, you're gonna sleep deeper, and it's gonna help you to go to sleep. And you will notice that you'll actually fall asleep quicker rather than scrolling on your phone or watching a movie or something like that. So reading a book, try to see what happens if you sit and meditate before you go to sleep, and that can be your long session. So start from the morning and evening, 2 sessions, and also how can I break up that hour throughout the day. Okay. Okay, from Cardi. Thank you, Monk Daniel. I feel very relaxed today. The entire time I was relaxed. Wow, very good. My mind was still wandering. That's okay, as long as you have that foundation of being relaxed. However, after the silent meditation, when you said just like placing the physical weight you're carrying down and relax, place what's on your mind away, I breathed in and out, and I did that. For a moment, I could see the white light and feel like I was floating, being pulled into the brightness. My question is, what's actually happening? I'm very much present, and hearing you talk at the same time, having this experience, I kind of expecting that only when I am alone, calm on my own meditation, I will get this experience. Thank you for these sessions. Wow, very good. So, as I said in the beginning, meditation, just earlier, is in the beginning it's intangible, but as you meditate and you become, your mind becomes more still, more calm, it starts to become tangible, something that you can feel and see. So just like, I think Joy has a good background photo of the lake. You can see the tree, you can see the sunset in the lake, right? Everyone see her background? Sorry to put you on the spot, but a good picture is that when your mind is still, you can see what's in your mind. You can see the reflection. So when you calm your mind down, you truly let go, you get to that moment of stillness, and you're gonna see and feel your mind in a different state, in a positive state. So it's like the sun. It's always shining, but for some reason, sometimes we don't see it shining. Does that mean it's not shining? No, it's just the cloud is covering it, or maybe it's on the other side of the earth, so we don't see it yet. But as we sit and we relax and give it time, eventually the clouds are gonna fade, and eventually we're gonna see the sun that's actually shining. So it's the same idea with your mind right now. And you got to the point of where, okay, you're seeing your mind in that pure and positive state, not just feeling it anymore. So very good. But more importantly, what was the method that got you to that? And repeat that method the best you can. Because the method is more important than the experience. The experience is just the way to measure that you meditated correctly. But the method is more important so we can get it again. So remind yourself to, oh, stay with what is the method. And today you said, I breathe in and out and I let go, right? So sometimes you can remind yourself when your mind's wandering or when you're distracted, oh, bring my mind back to the present. Just breathe in and out and just bring your mind to your breath and let go. Okay. Okay. Okay, just got a good question. How to handle your anger? How do you control this type of emotion, which are high intensity? I think it comes, it's not easy in the beginning to control your anger, but it's because we don't practice being mindful of what we think and how we feel. And that's normal for most people. And unfortunately, we let our anger take over what we say and what we do. But when you meditate more, it's going to help you to be mindful of that anger that's rising. Just like right now, we're more mindful of when our mind is wandering. We're more mindful of when our mind is uncomfortable, and we adjust, right? Like as we practice, oh, when you don't feel comfortable, readjust your body, readjust your mind, right? So that habit of readjusting and meditating correctly in the meditation, it will carry out into your daily life the more you practice. So we're building this habit of letting go. We're building this habit of not being, we're training our mind to be used to, I like this stillness, I like this calmness, I like this feeling. It's like the same idea of when, as we train our mind to like this feeling, we're more aware that this is a good feeling, and then we'll also be aware of the bad feeling indirectly because we know this is a good feeling. So now when anger comes, you're going to be, oh, that's a burning feeling. I don't like that feeling. I'm getting hot physically. My cheeks are getting hot. My face is turning red. Okay. When you feel that way, try to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Bring your mind back. Use the mantra. Use the visualization. Take your mind off of that situation the best you can. And it takes practice, but eventually it's going to help us to kind of not attach to the anger that long. And as you meditate more and more, your boiling point will get higher. Right now, our boiling point may be very low. So if someone say something to us, someone do something to us, we boil over right away. We yell at them. Hopefully you just yell at them and you don't hit them or do something more intense than that. But hopefully it's not too intense. But as we practice more and more, that boiling point will rise and get higher and higher. So it takes more and more for you to get angry. And that's what will happen when you meditate more and more. So is it the same with feeling disappointed with people? I mean, as we meditate more and we kind of have our own source of happiness every time we meditate, these things, what people do or what things happen around us, we won't put as much as importance on it anymore. You know, it's kind of like the sun. The sun has its own source of brightness, right? And it continues to shine even though it's surrounded by darkness. So we should use the sun as an example. Even though the sun is all alone, surrounded by cold space, but for some reason it still shines, it's fine. So we need to meditate more to the point where we feel happy with ourselves and we understand ourselves and we are happy from inside. And in that case, we're going to be way more forgiving of other people, and we're going to be more understanding of other people too. Because when we meditate more, we understand, you may not notice that you understand yourself more, and you're more in tune with, okay, sometimes I feel angry, sometimes I feel greedy, sometimes I have jealousy, sometimes I have these negative emotions. And when you know that you have that in your mind, you may notice that, oh, other people have that as well. And, you know, you get this kind of feeling that everyone is sick. And sometimes, you know, when you see someone sick, you feel bad for them and you want to look after them and you want to help them. right? When a sick person, like, someone under the influence of sickness does something or say something, we don't really take too much heart in it. So it's kind of the same idea. So as we meditate more, you may notice that you're not going to be as disappointed with people, because we can't control other people, but we can control how we feel. To put it short. So I think that's about it for tonight. I hope everyone continues to meditate and practice keeping yourself healthy physically, and more importantly, mentally as well. So whether or not we have Monday meditation, please have meditation every day, not just on Monday. And make that goal to meditate an hour a day at least. And this is for... Okay, before we start, good question to end on. Does meditator need to visit a religious place? I would say whatever place makes you feel comfortable and at peace can be the place you can visit. It doesn't necessarily have to be a temple. It doesn't have to be, but usually temples and churches and places of religious is quiet, it's clean, it's peaceful. So the environment definitely has an impact on your meditation, right? So it can help. It can definitely help to pick a place that's peaceful, pick a place that's comfortable, pick a place that is helpful to your meditation. It can go a long way. Okay. So thank you, everyone, and see everyone this Thursday and as well as on Monday. Okay.
Thank you so much, Monk Daniel, for the beautiful section and also for the beautiful answering. I believe every one of us have a beautiful section, and let's invite every one of us to put our palms together and bow 3 times to the teaching monk together. First bow, second bow, and third bow.
So may everyone stay healthy of both body and mind, and this positivity that you generated from this meditation, may it bless you in every way, follow you, guide you, and help you to stay positive inside and outside, and overcome many obstacles you may encounter. And most importantly, may be able to meditate deeply and attain the happiness within you more strongly, and maintain it for the rest of your life.
Thank you, Monk Daniel, for the blessings. And thank you, every one of you joining the section tonight. And as Monk Daniel shared, consistency is the key. So keep meditating, and see you all again next Tuesday. And keep meditating and smiling, because it's truly the best way to love ourselves. So see you. Have a good night and good day as well.